Grammar school, we correct your life, not your words. Karen screaming at the sidewalk, drunks doing zigzags on the curb. Never bring a date to a roadside debate. Not cool to drive straight through a parade. No sex, no smoke on that card zoom, fool. Jesus fell, bounced back, now he's watching you. Ready to coming up the Florida man. Tinder date sees it all. Grammar school, we put your best
And it's hot.
choices on the big screen.
Okay. Hey guys, I have a wild one. This is the type of video I would normally miss because I typically live stream my content. This is one I cannot live stream for obvious reasons. When you see the video, there's a sob sit, there's a shooting, there's a civilian ride along that saves the day. This is nuts. I will put the link to the original video in the description. I'll try not to talk so much during this one, but you know, original content and whatnot.
On screen is 41-year-old Esteban, who is making his way into a car dealership to claim that their vehicles were abandoned property and demand that he be given one. When the confused employees did not entertain his requests, Esteban grew irate and
Okay. I know I said I won't talk that much, but I have to point out the soft sit stuff first. So he's claiming that the vehicles on the dealership lot are abandoned and he has a claim to them. We're about to get into the whole color of law, attorney in fact, bullshit.
refused to leave the property. Moments later, police were called, and Officer Matt, along with his ride-along, walked into the building completely unaware of the fact that he might not walk out alive that day.
He across the street over here at McDonald's. I seen him earlier. I think
Probably straight down the hall. Okay. Very last officer. Hi there.
Hey, what's up? Y'all okay? Yeah.
A ride-along is usually a civilian who accompanies a police officer during their regular duties to observe how the job works.
Oh, my bad, please. Hey, look, you come over here, call one. Come get me. Because I'm about to go off on this police.
Hey, how you doing?
Shit.
What's going on,
I don't know
man?
why you talking to me.
Well, they called about you. What's going on?
You have no authority, buddy.
Yeah, we do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we
No,
do.
you don't. You're not even registered as Secretary of State. You're color, supposed color law, but you're not.
Okay.
But you're not, guy.
So what's y'all
You're not,
stance
guy.
on this?
Okay, dude.
Y'all
That's
know
what
him at
I should
all?
say. Yeah.
Okay.
You can
He
leave.
came here with some paperwork,
You
so
can
that's
leave.
my
Bye.
vehicle out there.
Bye.
He's got evil rope
Yeah,
and
bye.
trying to pass
I
off all
don't
the
need you.
paperwork.
Bye.
What happened to your arm right here?
Don't worry about me. Quit asking me questions. I don't have to talk to you. You're color law. I'm attorney fact.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm attorney fact.
Oh, okay.
So quit talking to me.
All right,
50
Mr.
minutes.
Lauer.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, that's all we're gonna get. So I'm calling him soft sit. I'm usually pretty tight on my definition. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm calling him soft sit.
Okay.
Bye.
We'll just wait for another officer and we'll take care of it.
Okay. I ain't going nowhere. I promise you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you all
you
want him
put
banned?
handcuffs on me. I promise you.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you stand down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So okay, nothing.
All right, man.
You have no authority, buddy.
right. We actually do.
What do you want to do?
Just hang out,
No,
man.
I
You're
ain't
good.
gonna hang out nowhere because
Yeah,
I
you
can go
do.
where I want.
Okay, you just hang out here for
No,
us.
because you're not
You're
gonna
all
hold me.
good.
You're not gonna contain me like that. You're not gonna hold me in here.
right.
So can you please move out of the
No,
way?
sir, I will not.
You need to.
No, I don't.
You need to.
You just hang out for me,
No, I
okay?
ain't gonna hang out nowhere. You don't tell me what to do.
All right.
I tell you what to do. You're a public servant.
Okay.
All right, before this gets crazy. Guy wakes up one day and says, I want a car. They got a bunch of cars. There's a trust out there. I'm entitled to a car. I'm going to go get me a car.
You do as I say. So understand
All
it.
right, yeah, just hang out in here
No, I
for
ain't
me,
got
Esteban.
to. I ain't got to. So, Jess, when you get the opportunity, don't take my life.
Hey, you hold on.
Don't
you
touch me.
you hold
Don't
on.
touch me.
Hey, you hold on.
Hey,
sit down. Hey, sit
Stand there.
Hey, sit down. Sit down.
Stand there.
Hey, of course he's got a gun.
Stand there. You are officer. Stand there.
Get out.
Stand there.
Get out. Esteban, quit.
You
Esteban, quit.
Stand there right now.
Quit.
Stand there. You're a public servant.
Yeah,
Stand
get
there.
out. Get out, Esteban.
Title 18 says
Hey,
you
take cover.
are-
Take cover.
You-
Taser.
After shooting the officer 16 times in 6 seconds, Esteban tried to leave, but he was tackled by the ride-along, who then subdued him with a chokehold. Within minutes, the dealership was swarmed with police officers.
Go somebody down! I'm almost dead.
16 times. He was subdued by the ride-along that held him in a chokehold. We don't see any of that footage. We don't get any of that footage.
Where you at?
I'm right here. I'm right here. Help me. Help me. Come on. I can tell them.
Officer down. Subject back in the back room. Ambulance. You stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Come on.
Where you at? Oh, what you got? 1960 down the hallway to your right.
Hey, come get in the room. He's in the room. He's here. He's here. He's here. I detained him. I detained him.
No, wait.
He's
Whoa.
down. He's down.
Get back here. Crawl to it. Crawl to it.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead, man. I killed him. I did. I'm sorry. Let me put him down. No, I didn't shoot him. He's dead with him. He's in the room. He's in the room down. He's on the ground.
Give me cover. You got cover.
I got the window.
There's a person in here.
All right, I got you. Let me see your hand.
Don't let that hand come up. Got one on the other side of the desk. Keep your hands up. You get me out of here, Jim.
So if you didn't catch it, the person yelling that had a slight accent in the background was the ride-along. He's saying that the suspect is in the other room and is no longer alive. Before that, I said that he was subdued with a chokehold, meaning that if he held on to that chokehold long enough, he could have caused death.
You gotta get me out of here.
You're good.
Where am I head?
You're good. We got EMS coming.
C-10-7.
I don't get no pulse.
Right now, it's traffic control. We need good closure when EMS is.
Let's drag him out. This is the suspect. Max Ryder strangled him.
All traffic was road.
Has he been hit or anything?
Search him.
Yeah.
He was riding, I guess. Oh, that's fine. Okay.
I'll put you on a
He is.
headlock. And
He
I'll
was
put you
riding.
down.
It's okay, just take a breath. We need KSPs and we need to talk to him, not us. So
Okay.
we shoot? What happened? No, literally down. Do what? Matt Davis is down. Matt Davis is down. I believe that's who it is, yeah.
Let's get him out. Come on. That door right there. Get him outside. Search him good. Anybody find the gun? All right, yeah. You three, clear the rest of this building.
You got it.
Where am I going? Down here. No gun on this.
Ammo on here.
Multiple bullets were left lodged inside the officer, including one in his traps, while the rounds that were able to exit his body ended up damaging the drywalls and other property. Coincidentally, all 3 persons involved in the incident were Army veterans. The ride-along was an Army specialist who was posted nearby and had bonded with Officer Matt over their military experience. Esteban had also served in the Army and Army National Guard, and had since become an entrepreneur in the music industry.
See, I got you, Matt.
Watch your arms, man. Bring your arms down, baby.
Come on, Bubba.
Go to this one. Go through. Yeah.
I'm going where you say you have a mark.
Yeah.
I'm escorting in as well. Yep. I'm escorting. God damn it.
Hey, bro, you're not moving in about 30 seconds.
I tackled him. Right there. Right here, this is what I tackled him. So, I came from here. I went out. Those are my glasses. I took him here. It should be here, man.
Matt, stay over with me, bud.
Quit the ear instead of going to the
Don't, man. Don't. Hey, bud, we're both in right over here.
here?
No, I tell you what. Here's what we need to do. We don't need to go up in the crime scene. You stay back here, right out here, sir. I tell you what.
There's a room right here. We can
Yeah, let's sit in one of these chairs. You're in the air conditioned.
Front door, entry, exit, lock.
Watch all them casings. Just
No, he was talking to breathe. Bro, just hang out here. There's nothing else we can do, Matt. There's nothing else we can do.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything else.
The what? The rider? Yeah, I'll bring him up here to you. We're trying to find him a gun.
You want him to go out that way?
Yeah. No, just go out this door over here. We'll meet. Yeah, we'll meet you over here. Let's do it.
When he walked in, where did he leave to? When he walked out of the building, where did he
He
go?
didn't walk out the building. I hit him. I'm hitting right there.
Okay.
I hit him right there. I didn't.
I'm sure you figured it out by now, but the guy that they are patting down right now is the civilian right along.
Let him go out of the building.
And I just
It's
have
just
to
a
talk
kind
in
of a
this
CYA
scenario
thing, you know what I mean?
because
It's just a CYA thing.
the music in the background,
Are
but
you the guy that was riding?
Yes, I was.
Okay. All right.
as much as I love No Doubt, it's not good for copyright content, so I'm going to talk over it.
Come with me, bud. Go take care of it.
Great song.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just worry about
Why they're
Matt.
blasting music right there, I have no idea.
See, I would have been coming here in the first place.
You sure you're good?
I'm fine.
Were you there when the shooting actually happened? Or did you come in when it was?
Here's the thing. I was going to come to Matt. Then Hughes and Betchy said that they were coming and
Now
wanted
he's walking
me
back to the
To go
music.
somewhere else?
to go somewhere else. And then when a call came out, then we wanted me to come back here. And I'd already have been here.
It sucks. They're talking to this officer. He's got some guilt in his voice, thinking that he should have been there. Apparently, he was there earlier that day.
You're good, right, brother?
I'm sorry,
Okay.
brother.
Look at me. You're good. All right. This is a one in a lifetime thing. This kind of thing.
I could have let him go, man. I could have let him go.
Officer Matt was airlifted to Skyline Medical Center in critical condition, while Esteban was declared dead at the hospital. Surprisingly, Esteban also sustained a bullet injury to his toes, but he was the only one shooting.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Both. Take both.
All right, so I'm guessing the ride along was for the purposes of potentially working in Bowling Green as an officer. This scenario, I think, is a little bit strange after the event that this guy just experienced, but everybody deals with tragedy differently. I know I was involved in a drive-by shooting once where my buddy next to me who was hit in the back had a much different reaction than I did, even though the car surrounding me in every direction was filled with bullet holes. But I didn't react the way I thought I was going to react. This guy doesn't react the way I think a lot of people would react.
Yep. Sure. We got some guys coming to talk to you.
Okay.
How you like your job? Love it.
Not because of this, though.
No, today. Today sucks, but it is
Do you
what it
get a lot of those? See what I mean?
is. Yeah, I can tell you second time in 10 years.
Really?
That
Okay. Let me see. You are here. You're gonna answer my questions. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make you do it.
I will try. I cannot guarantee it.
No, not too many. Why Bowling Green?
Love it.
Why?
Why Bowling Green?
Yeah.
I
I think Jess is coming up too to kind of hang out.
Okay.
So there's somebody up here since we're heading out.
Why should I choose to live here? Pretty much.
What's that?
Why should I choose to live here?
I didn't choose to live here. I chose the job because of Bowling.
Okay. So the job brought you here.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Okay.
Bowling Green was
That's
this apartment was sold to me by an old friend of mine as one of the best apartments in the state of Kentucky.
Oh, sorry.
This is Sergeant Woodward, or Woodward. Oh, I always say it wrong. Woodward. And this.
I think it's a little strange. He wants his original questions answered. And I'm not condemning him by any means. Like I said, everybody's got a different reaction to tragedy. He doesn't know yet that Esteban's life. He doesn't know that Esteban is dead, even though he said it at the scene. He's gonna ask about it. But he just unalived somebody, and he's back to business as usual. He probably saved a lot of people, and in some aspects, if not all aspects, he's a hero. Because it's likely that guy would have ran around, potentially shooting other people if he wasn't stopped. But still, I think continuing the interview is a little bit strange.
Sergeant Phelps.
And I'm Kim Wilson.
Okay, I recognize you, but I can't tell your name.
Yes.
I'm gonna let these guys talk to you for a few minutes.
Please.
I know it's hard to sit down and relax, but if you can. If you want to, that's fine. If you want to stand up, that's fine too.
I'm Kim Wilson. I'm a therapist. These two guys are
Especially after
CPD, but part of our crisis response team.
Especially knowing that everybody in here is waiting and praying and hoping to hear from the officer that's now in surgery.
Critical incidents like what's happening
I have no
today.
idea what happened.
You don't know what happened?
I know what happened. He's a guy up there.
This is
So he's a suspect, okay or no? Or he's dead.
I don't think that he's okay.
The interview cuts off right at this point, but the police report details his testimony taken at 2 separate instances. Esteban's family also reached the scene and inquired about him, but were not provided with any solid answers.
We've had another caller say that
All right,
the dog
sir,
is
so
now chasing Kenny Parker.
what has gone on? Here's your license back.
Thank you.
We have turned the scene over to KSP.
Yeah.
So if you want any information, you'll have to contact Post 3 down here in Bowling Green. Because I don't have any, I'm a night shift officer. I came in at 6 o'clock tonight to this incident.
Okay.
So I don't have any information. I spoke to our criminal investigations captain, and he said since we've turned it over to them, you'll have to contact them for any further information.
Due to the nature of the investigation, no substantial information was released until about a year after the incident, forcing Esteban's family to look for answers elsewhere. Officer Matt took his time to recover and was later honored with a congressional record.
I already knew this was a dangerous job coming into it. I knew every day when I shaved and showered and put my vest, my uniform on, I always knew that was a possibility.
There's always 3 sides to a story: their story, our story, and the truth. And all we looking for is the truth of what's going on. It seems like that's right. You can't get justice without filling out papers, getting information they hide and stuff. So it's time for the become to awaken. And let's get the information we need so we can go through this process and let the healing begin.
It could have went the other way. And if you break that down and it turns out that maybe some of those rounds should have hit them and I wind up taking them, I'm completely fine with that.
I ask that you all remain calm, but be strategic. We need justice for this young man. And we're not going to stop until we get it. These numbers are going to swell, and I got a creative way to get more people out here. I'm just getting started. Can the church say amen? Amen. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace.
Of course, I've had way too much time to think about it and break it down way too many times, which is positive and negative. But, it saved those people at the car mart. And there's people that ask me, about taking all the rounds. And maybe that's the way it happened. Maybe I took rounds for the workers of the car mart. But if that's the way that it went, I'm perfectly fine with that.
A toxicology report indicated the presence of in Esteban's blood, and his cause of death was manual strangulation. No official charges were filed in this incident. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
All right, so the scenario regarding the civilian ride-along was brought to a grand jury. The grand jury chose not to indict. We don't know a lot of information on this civilian ride-along. The best information leads us to believe that he was potentially Army Special Forces or something similar. I don't even know if we know his name. I got this story this morning, so I haven't researched a ton. I may have to do an update just based on No Doubt itself. I want to point out that if you're not familiar with sovereign citizens, this is not common. However, it's always going to be a possibility, and not just with sovereign citizens, with really any scenario that involves an illegal action, right? And it's tough. It's hard to say whether or not I don't believe the officer, when firing back, was able to hit Esteban. I could tell you that if I was a civilian right along and I had the ability to subdue a suspect, I would probably hold on until I knew for sure I was out of danger. And in that circumstance, out of danger was probably past the time it took for Esteban to stop breathing. So I know that the family and the attorneys want some relief, but if somebody's that willing to pull out a gun and start shooting people, it's not going to end well, and there's likely to be other circumstances. Sovereign citizens typically use a pen and piece of paper as their weapon of choice, bearing the court system and paperwork, motions, incoherent ramblings. There have been circumstances that involve sovereign citizens in shootings, especially of an officer. You've seen on my channel the Joe and Jerry Kane story. If you go look into Sovereign Citizen 101 or Joe and Jerry Kane, there's other scenarios. 1995, Ohio, Michael Hill. 1997, New Hampshire, Carl Draga. Same year, there was another shooting involving sovereign citizen in, let's see, Idaho, with brothers Doug and Craig Broderick. And another famous case is very similar to the Joe and Jerry Kane case, 1993, in a Walmart parking lot in Alabama. A man and wife, and I can't remember their names, fired on George Sibley and Linda Block, fired upon into the life of an Alabama officer. Those are some of the old ones. There have been some newer ones in past years. After the Joe and Jerry Kane 2012 incident at the St. John the Baptist Parish in Louisiana, 2016 Baton Rouge, ambush on police officers with Gavin Long, 1992. Sorry, I went back again. I didn't mean to go back to 92. And then there's the most recent one that we know of, other than this one at the dealership, was the 2022 shooting in Australia. I don't want to mispronounce the name of the city, so I'm not going to. I hope to do more of this content. If you like the story, please hit the like button and subscribe. The channel is growing rapidly. I also have a good attendance on a live stream that I typically do daily around 4 o'clock Eastern time. Please join me. Our chat group is amazing. Consider becoming a member. Still working on some of the perks, but we have a blast. We have a blast. It's a good time. Ignore the sound of my voice. I know I suck at this, but I'm getting a lot better. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys live in a few hours.
Welcome to grammar school. We correct your life, not your words. Karen screaming at the sidewalk, drunks doing zigzags on the curb. Never bring a date to a roadside debate. Not cool to drive straight through a parade. No sex, no smoke on that card zoom, fool. Jesus fell, bounced back, now he's watching you. Ready to comfort up the Florida man. Tender date sees it all. Grammar school, we put you back.
And it's hot.
Choices.